everybody. Welcome to the Tangled Journeys channel. Our previous video, which was posted July 16th, 2021, was my husband taking you guys through the RV preparations and maintenance prior to our cross-country trip. And this video is a follow-up of that. My name is Inisa. I just realized, looking at all of our videos, that we have never really shown our faces. And that was done on purpose. My husband and I feel that nobody wants to see our faces. They really just want to see where we go, what our journeys are about. Comment below and let us know if you agree with me or my husband. My husband feels that adding our faces make things a little more personal, and I disagree. So let us know if you agree with me or if you agree with Jose. Anyway, this video is being taken from the RV because I contracted COVID symptoms started on the 13th of September. It is now September 20th, and I have been in this RV since I found out I tested positive. I found it to be a little more convenient just because I have a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, TVs, a bathroom. I have everything I need in here. Everything stays contained, and it's easier to clean once I can get out of here, as opposed to quarantining in my house, where every time I need food and I need to step outside of my bedroom, I'm going to infect everything on my way down the stairs, in the kitchen. Anyway, we thought it would be a better idea to quarantine in here. My heart goes out to the people who have had COVID. I hear people talk about how bad it is, but until you get it, you don't really realize how bad it actually is. So my heart goes out to the people who have had it and have had terrible symptoms. Anyway, this trip, let's go back to the cross-country trip. So this trip took about 5 weeks to plan. The original idea was to go to Canada, and this was during the pandemic. We did not realize how bad the pandemic was, so we started to plan a trip to Canada. Soon after that, the border was closed. So my sister suggested, well, let's go to New Orleans, because she has never been there. Then we started doing a little bit of research, and New Orleans was getting hit pretty badly with COVID. So last minute, she decided, well, it's been a dream of mine to do a cross-country trip to see the national parks. She has always wanted to visit Yellowstone, Grand Tetons. Anyway, so we were like, okay, yeah, we're down. As long as we can get the time off from work, we're doing it. So it took us 5 weeks to plan this trip. I'm going to take you guys really quickly through a little bit of information, websites that I used to get this itinerary going. So the reason we chose to do the route that we chose is because I started talking to people at work about this trip and what we wanted to do. One of my coworkers, Mark, suggested that we visit Badlands first, which is in South Dakota, and it's actually the first national park on the way to Montana, Wyoming. So we wanted to do the shortest trip with the most adventure possible, and that's pretty much why we planned it the way we did. So we started heading to Indiana Dunes, which was going to be the first stop. So the plan, according to the itinerary, was to leave by 7 o'clock at night, drive through the night, and arrive in Indiana Dunes, which is in Charleston, Indiana, by 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. This was a best case scenario. So my itinerary will be posted in the comments section, just so you guys can kind of sort of see how much detail goes into the itineraries. They have gotten better as time has gone by. Now I include weather, I include what to wear for the day, the cost of the trip. So grand total for 18 days, I believe we did 16 days. Nope, hold on. 17 days. The grand total for the 17 days was $3,276.91. However, that was divided within two families. So my husband and I took 50% of that, and my sister Jessica and her family took 50%, paid 50% of that. What did I use to calculate this? Okay, so I went online and I used Toll Guru as well as Gas Buddy. Toll Guru allows you to put the type of vehicle, miles per gallon, city and highway, all kinds of vehicle information, just so they can give you an estimate or a calculation of how much gas you're going to use. It allows you to enter from one location to the other. It allows you to include a to and from address so that you have correct toll amounts. And then for food and drinks, we decided everybody buys their own stuff. So my husband and I were responsible for our family, and then my sister and her husband were responsible for their family. So that worked out perfectly because not everybody eats the same stuff. Not everybody snacks on the same things. So it was less pressure, and we were trying to make this an enjoyable trip. That's how we calculated the cost of the trip. So gas and toll, and then food and drinks, campgrounds. So campgrounds was pretty fun. My husband said to me, "You have never been out west. There is so much space. You can literally camp anywhere as long as you are self-sustained." It's called boondocking in the camping world. I did not believe him because I have never been out west. So my sister and I were like, absolutely not. Like, we have the kids with us. We're not just going to stay anywhere. We need showers. We need electricity so my sister can blow dry her hair. So what we did was we met halfway. In the itinerary, you'll see below, some of the days literally says, Jose will find us a place to sleep. And then some of the days I had already calculated our time traveled, so we kind of sort of needed full hookups just for a nice hot shower. you know, washing our hair, blow drying our hair, having a nice meal instead of like a quick, hey, we're gonna make a quick salad and everybody go. Um, so it was kind of nice to it was a luxury to be able to book some of those locations. But when I realized what my husband was saying to me, I regretted booking these locations because some of the Bureau of Land Management, especially in Moab, was just breathtaking. Um, and some of these places are super cheap. You're talking 20, 40 bucks a night, um, as opposed to $150 a night, or $80 a night, best case scenario for a full hookup. Oh, so the laundry situation. Um, my sister and I decided that to save space and weight, we were going to only pack for 8 days in hopes that on our halfway point, we would be able to do laundry. Stay tuned for the Grand Canyon um, day, and you'll find out all the fun we had with the laundry. And I also want to announce that after we are done with the cross-country series, I would like to take you guys through all of the campgrounds that we stayed in, whether they were Bureau of Land Management, whether it was on the side of the road, whether it was private campgrounds, state parks, whatever, wherever we stayed. I want to take you guys through all of those and kind of give you guys a little bit more information on what was spent. Would we do it again? Would we not? A little bit of information. Comment below on whether you think we should include ourselves a little more, which is Jose's idea, or if you would rather see the journeys that we take, and less of us, which is kind of what I wanted to do, just because I watch a lot of YouTube and there's nothing that annoys me more in the world than clicking on a video because they're saying they visited A, B, and C location, and it's all about them and the camera is on them. And I just find it so annoying. Like, just flip the camera around. If you want to talk, I want to see what you saw. I don't want to see you. So comment below. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with Jose? Do you agree with me? And enjoy the rest of the video, which is going to be day 1. We departed Connecticut. Well, we planned for a 13-hour trip. We were traveling through the night. So we included, that was going to include dinner, snacks, coffee, board games, and then I anticipated, if we left by 7, to be there by 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. Did it work out? Sure. We probably arrived at like 9:30, so we were running about an hour and a half behind. But that's because we ran through a little bit of trouble. One of the stairs wire became disconnected, and as a safety feature, so that you're able to get out of the RV, when that becomes disconnected, the stairs come out automatically and stay out. So we had not realized that until we got to the toll, and we heard scraping as my husband was going through the toll lane. When we look, the stairs were out. So we're like, oh my God, the stairs are out. It was a whole commotion. Anyway, make a long story short, my brother-in-law was like, you know, they're both looking under there with flashlights. It's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. My brother-in-law looks underneath and he's like, I think that connects to that. I think it just got disconnected. Sure enough, my husband hooks it up and it worked. So thank God there was no damage. Um, anyway, so that debacle took about an hour and a half, or pushed us back about an hour and a half. Make a long story short, we arrived in Indiana Dunes and um, enjoy the rest of the video, which is day one. Take care. Bye.